I grew up in Kansas City, Kansas. A little guy, got picked on quite a bit. Tried to find my peace where I could, skateboarding and art. There's a lot of drugs around in my background, and there's a lot of violence and stuff like that, so I didn't make it with my family long. I think my first foster home was 8 years old. I broke out windows of a house when I was like 9, and I went to jail for the first time. I was 13 years old. I had been in JDC for quite some time at this point, juvenile detention center. I hated it. I was miserable. I was lonely. I missed my mom, missed my family, you know. I tried to hang myself in my vent, and then I tried to drown myself in my toilet. And I remember sitting there, covered in toilet water, soaking wet, crying, sobbing, snot coming out of my nose. Just first time I really prayed, you know, please save me from this. Somebody slid a Bible under my door, and started reading. A couple days later, I had a caseworker come visit me, and she told me, she's like, you know what, read the book of Job. It's the first thing I read in there. Read the book of Job. She said, that's what you need to hear right now. That was a turning point. I felt like I had something to live for, like there was a purpose for all this, you know? All the physical abuse, the sexual abuse, the jail, the neglect, you know, all of it became worth it all of a sudden. Like there was something way bigger than me going on. When I got out of jail, it wasn't as easy to keep up with my faith. God was always there and had my back, but I didn't know this life of faith outside the walls. So I knew I had to change things, I just didn't know what to do, you know? But when I got to Denver, I real quickly fell into that bad path again. The only people that I relate to are the people that live the kind of life that I live.
I'm a heroin addict. I'm coming up on 4 years sober this year. I had just gotten home from rehab in October. And I met Joel the following February or March. And he was not in a good spot either. You know, he's working at the tattoo shop, not a great environment. And we just immediately hit it off.
Anna came in after hours to get a tattoo. She was picking herself back up and reestablishing herself in faith. And we connected immediately. It's like, it was meant to be. God had a huge plan. He knew exactly what it took to get my attention. So I started dating her and I started going to church with her and her family. And his parents were the best thing that ever happened. Besides my kids. Besides my kids, man, they're the best thing that ever happened to me. They showed me what a real family is. Showed me unconditional love immediately. I left the tattoo shop and told myself I was never going back to that life. I never gave up on tattooing, but I gave up on that lifestyle. Yeah, my life changed that day. That day. I wanted what they had.
It's been such an amazing journey being able to be in his life and be his wife and all the things that we've overcome and been through together. There's just no words to describe the kind of progress that he's made through his journey of faith. There's nothing like watching someone's story be rewritten.
Everybody has a story. This is mine.